those people who were standing here and singing, or I tried, don't get me wrong, I tried to draw and they thought it was abstract. Anyone relates to that? I tried to sing and I was hitting all the notes except the right one. I tried to draw, it's not working, sing and all those things, but I'm not creative. And that's why I'm a bit terrified and insecure. But here's the thing, when I look at the world that we are today, and we see advancement in the medical, government, and politics, and the recent research that was done that says creativity right now is in the top 3 most needed skills in looking for a job, it got me thinking, maybe creativity is not just for those people who are talented the way we think of it. Maybe creativity is for all. Maybe creativity should be more inclusive. Maybe creativity is something that we all inherently have. If that's the case, then we need to have a redefinition of what it means to be creative. We need to, if you may, redefine creativity. Now, redefine it in such a way that other people would also experience, oh, this is what it means to be creative. Not to be exclusive of those people who is not creative in the sense. Now let me propose to you this definition of creativity. Creativity is using what God has given you to create value to the world. Using what God has given us, its cultivation. Creating value is giving a unique hue, and giving it to the world is contribution. The reason why it's so innate to us is because you and I are made to become like mirrors. When we say mirror, it means that we reflect the one who made us, the great artist, the master creator. And everything He created is good. And when we say that we are mirrors, we are called to image Him and reflect Him in different ways. Now here's the problem. You and I, we're not really that okay. Or if you may, like mirrors, we're broken. There's some issues inside of us, but there's also the fear to fail, the fear to start, the pressure to conform, the pressure to belong. And with all those factors, we are broken. But I believe tonight is a night when God wants to reverse that. And let's start reversing that by using a gardening word called cultivate. To cultivate is to grow and to guard. It means that maybe for some of us here, we're thinking, okay, sila yun eh, but can I do something? And maybe right now you're sitting down here and you're having all these questions and doubts. And maybe some of the questions you're asking is, where do I start? How do I do that? And why is this really important? You know, I was reading a book. The name of the book is Steal Like an Artist. And he said that you don't have to be pressured to be original. In fact, he is encouraging us to steal like an artist. It's different from plagiarizing. Plagiarizing is getting something and telling it's yours. Stealing like an artist is allowing yourself to be influenced by different people. He encourages us to create our own creative family tree. Those people who influence us to become who we are. Now I speak every week and I made my own family tree. Now 2 of them are in the ministry. 1 of them is a writer and the other is a director. And I would have more of them and they come together and they help me create uniquely who I am. When you learn to cultivate and acknowledge your influences, and then you can start to create. Now, create. Maybe you're asking, may magagawa ba ako? I'm not as good as them. I'm so shy with what I'm doing. What can I do? From the same book that I read, he said, 1 plus 1 is not equals 2, but it's equals to 3. Huh? 1 plus 1 equals 3? What I mean is this. Now look at this. How many lines do you see? Most of us would say 2, but actually it's 3, the one in the middle. When your parents come together, they brought forth a unique you. And that is what you bring into this world. Now, I would push the illustration further by adding more lines. I would also like to add here maybe a line about your experiences, your backgrounds, your education, and get this, your pain, your problem, your hugot, your experiences. All of that connotes who you are, uniquely you. And if you open your life to other people's influence, other people's struggles, other people's weirdness, other people's uniqueness and pain, that's collaboration. Collab. Now you get to produce something unique. Now when you create, it's not just for you. That's very selfish. When you give yourself uniquely you into this world, That is our gift, if you may. Or what we would like to say, it's something that we contribute. Giving value to the world. You see, what I believe is after this, some of you would continually write songs, shoot pictures, write movies. But I believe also from this room, someday, months, years from now, you would enter the big spheres of our industry. Maybe in the government, maybe in the politics, maybe in the medical field. And when you go there, you give, you cultivate, and you give who you are. And we're able to change and make an impact in this place. Now, wait lang. Nakaka-overwhelm na yun. It's so daunting. The task is so big. Remember our definition. You don't have to start big. Remember our definition of creativity. It can be as simple as thinking of creative ways to how to make your family vacation fun. It can be as simple as making your friends happy. It may be as simple as thinking creative ways to show that you love someone. Why is creativity so important? You know, when we create, you give a part of you. And when you give a part of us, that's love. Love is self-giving. So every time we create, what we're saying is we're showing love. And in a world that's full of hate and evil, the world needs love. The world needs creativity. And that is the best way that we get to imago God, the image of God. Thank you.
Thank you.